Welcome. I'm here today with Veronika Belokhvostava from Hotwire, who's also a Haas MBA class of 2010. Welcome, Veronika.
Thank you, Greg. So I currently work at Hotwire, and I lead BI analytics and strategy teams, including marketing, sales, and product analytics organizations. I've been in this industry for over a decade. I started out in Deloitte at Deloitte Economic Consulting, and then I transitioned into PayPal, where I did risk management and also business analytics, and then transitioned to Hotwire. Now, what I'm seeing right now in the travel space in particular is that the investments into marketing are increasing exponentially. For example, Expedia overall spends about $2 billion on marketing online and marketing offline. And with that kind of competition, we have to use data. There is an arms race happening in the marketing analytics space because unless you do very good analysis of your data, you will not be able to invest in an ROI positive manner, and you will not be able to get customers for your company.
So where's the competition most fierce? Is it in the analytics or is it in the data itself?
I would say both. It is in analytics and in the models that are being developed. But as everybody knows, and as Netflix also learned, the more data you have, the better is the outcome. So the best data source will actually beat the best algorithm. And that is where we are acquiring additional information from a variety of sources, whether it is data on our site, and a lot of clickstream data is used by us, by other travel companies to predict the behavior of the customers, to catch them with the right offers at the right time. And we also have external providers of data as well that provide us demographic data and also predict what is the propensity for that customer to travel in the near future. Google collects an enormous amount of information as well. And nowadays, Google also enables you to target customers who are, for example, at the airport at this very moment, and perhaps would be more receptive, therefore, to some of the travel offers that you might have.
Mm-hmm. So I think we all know that there's a severe shortage of data science talent. What's the impact of that shortage on the growth in your analytics abilities?
So in the analytics space, it is very difficult to hire people. I actually had the distinct pleasure and burden of rebuilding the analytics organization at Hotwire, growing it from 10 people to 50 people. And it was an uphill climb. It was very challenging to do that. But in addition to that, what we're seeing is even with this larger organization, we cannot serve all of the needs that our internal customers have. There are more questions for us to answer than we could possibly answer. And so we have to ruthlessly prioritize, and we address this shortage in analysts through this prioritization. But really, the answer here is enabling business stakeholders to answer the questions for themselves. And to answer those questions in a way that take into consideration statistics. There are lots of visualization tools out there that give access to the data for the business stakeholders. So you can slice and dice your data, you can see beautiful graphs. But a lot of those tools actually do not look at the statistical significance. And tools that can do smart pattern discovery, which is something that Gartner recently wrote about, will be the key revolution in this space that will enable business stakeholders to get access to the data, but not just get access to the data, but also be able to consume it in a smart way, where you don't have to look at thousands of graphs. You can actually see those graphs or those patterns that particularly matter and act on those patterns quickly.
So in other words, a data savvy manager can do a lot of things with this technology that they couldn't do before.
Absolutely. So the programs that Haas has introduced, educating MBA students about data and how to learn a lot through experimentation by firing lots of bullets, but of course setting up that experiment in the right way. And then once you hit the target, figuring out where to send the cannon. That's something that is going to be extremely critical for the business managers of the future to know. In fact, not of the future, of the present. That's how marketers, product managers are competing today through that business savvy combined with the data savvy.
Veronika, I'd like to thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, Greg.